Hello and welcome to this channel. I am Dr. Anshu coming back with the 14th April 2025 Hindu editorial analysis. So how are you? Hope you are doing fine. How was your Sunday? And sorry for being yesterday that I am not able to upload the Hindu editorial analysis. I have recorded 30 minutes of editorial, but I don't know what happens. The error in my phone, the whole recording was disappear, and again I have recorded it for half minute, and it was just recorded for half minute. It's too late to upload it, so I not uploaded it. So, and already it was not so important. So tomorrow editorial is also not so important. Some pages are important, so I will add it. Don't worry about it. So today's let's start. I will not discontinue series. Don't worry about it, and just stay updated to my page. I've it's give me motivation to upload it, and somehow I was also not feeling well, so I started very late recording, and it's got I don't know what has happening yesterday. So let's start with the today's day. Every day is new beginning, so don't worry. So today's is the 14th April. So wishing you all happy Ambedkar Jayanti, the person who gave the constitution, who drafted the constitution, and tells the value of education, that how the education can change your future. So its thought is that be educated, be organized, and be educated. It's all about the pen that makes you a warrior and changes the aspect of society, and how he drafted the constitution that today it is such a strong thing that all binding the India through it, the laws that everything is constituted. So it's a very important day for us, and the starting the thought of the day is that don't believe in your faith, believe in your strength. So let's start the recap what we are going to cover today. So the front page of Hindu article covers the CPF deployed in a Murshidabad, situation under control. Next is the Kerala seeks to have a pending bill deemed as a passed. Second front page cover is the Tamil Nadu government sparks the row with a Jai Shri Ram chant at a college event. Educationists call for his ouster. The picture here is for the Baisakhi cheers. Fourth is editorial covering Ringa, adding a French touch to Indian Olympic dreams. The next editorial is that, sorry for inconvenience, saving traditional varieties of sheets, communal calibtron. Sixth is about the page here discussing the tariffs bring in recession. Seventh page is covering about the cooperative movement was almost dead before Modi government. And eighth is about the urban consumers worried about income level through the graphs, and his homage to the martyrs. So these all we are going to cover today. So let's start the editorial with the front page without wasting the time. So already discussing the front page. So starting with the Hindu front pages, the CPF deployed in Murshidabad. So the situation that arises in the West Bengal. Here the CPF were deployed, and in the violent protest over the Waqf Amendment Act, claimed that three lives on the Saturday, and 150 people were arrested. One person sustained a bullet injury, was admitted, and straight run health visit. So the Director General of Police West Bengal, Rajiv Kumar, held the meeting, and senior officials in Murshidabad said that situation is very much control. So there is the Superintendent Police Androy and a police SP, and 155 person have been arrested in far connections with the violence, and meanwhile 23 ranking officer from state police and state agency have been deployed in the violence affected district. So Congress calls for an all party meeting. BJP takes to street to Kolkata. Trinamool Congress spread misinformations over 150 arrested connections with violence. BJP MP argue Amit Shah to declare a strict disturbed area. So these are happening there in Murshidabad regarding the Waqf Amendment Bill. Moving to the next is the Kerala seeks to have a pending bills deemed as passed. So the Kerala is said to consent top court all the bill pending with the president to deem as passed. The deemed bill kept in pending by Tamil Nadu Governor R.N. Ravi to have a received assents, and Kerala will approach the Supreme. It's a Supreme Court next month seeking the similar relief, and the Kerala had earlier approached the top court against similar acts, Governor Arif Mohammad Khan, and also like the moved the court against Draupadi Murmu against the withholding the assents of few bills. So moving to the next page is about it's a Vaisakhi cheers. It's about devotees of at the Golden Temple in Amritsar to mark the harvest festival of Vaisakhi on Sunday. A bit is being harvested, and in Punjab, Haryana, and output is expected to higher than past year. So next is about one is that Kerala temples opened the sacred space to all section. So the landmark move that communities enter is Nalambalam, the sacred inner quarter centuries of old Pilikod in temple of Karagod district of Kerala for first time, and the devotees come out to centuries of old Pilikod Ramayalam temple in Kasaragod. 16 devotees step to the inner quarter, and like a temple administrative community for entry, right? The first time it's a following this Kasaragod district has been open to all section of society. Next is the Tamil Nadu governor sparked the rose with a Jai Ram chant at a college event. So his call is the Tamil Nadu platform, the state platform for common school system. It's SPCN-TN condemned. It's condemned here the suit at a college event in Madurai, and on the Saturday, and body education is violated. There is oath and of office and should be removed from his post. So press release said that it is invited as a chief guest of his capacity in government. So due to the former ignorance, and he continues to propagate wrong ideas that affect him. And there is the next news is about the review of repeal amendment to RTI Act. Says that Ashwini Vaishnav said that they want the proposed amendment to Right to Information Act 2005 would have devastating effects on transparency law. So he argued that Mr. Vaishnav should pause the view and repeal the changes. So there should be transparency in the Right to Information Act 2005, so that people knows about their what is RTA is filed to know the any cases. It's you can say that it's a right of any persons to know their what is happening according to RTA Act. Moving to the next editorial is about adding a French touch to India's Olympic dream. So in 24 Paris Olympic, the games were extraordinary organization held as such world. So the France memorial, it's a France being a memorial prowess itself of the athletes and unbridled enthusiasm of the country. So which is more important in the current it's a geopolitical contest. And the Indian Paralympic delegations made a record-breaking performance in Paris. Further, an international cooperation framework of K9 abroad reinforcing the France and its meticulously planned security arrangements were visited during strolling through the iconic Nations Park. So expertise that was shared is it is reduced a carbon footprint gains of 54.6% when compared with the average of 2012 and Rio's 2016 games, standing a new standard, achieving a gender parity with equal participation of males and female athletes, and achievements were made by a bold innovative approaches and a great collective effort France, central and regional governments. So the India's Olympic bid is that France has also noted how sports have been playing increasingly important role in Indian society and economy, with the Prime Minister Narendra Modi recently upholding a sports as a essential aspect in the development of country. So beside 2026 game bid sporting event in India authorities and perform practices. So the sports are hence another area of cooperation with the promising prospects, mutual interest, and also in 23 there is declaration of sports was concluded between our respective sport ministries. So the exchanges between the actors of sports industry and export of international sporting event. So also the mission is the understanding India's sport ecosystem and meet the various institutional and economic players to deepen already identified areas of cooperation, explore newer. So the vibrant industry is much offered, it's already table particularly economic cones dynamic in 2023, 1 lakh approximately turnover of 75 billion, and companies such as Decathlon is already know about this. Decathlon are already household names in the Indian market. Many are looking to expand here soon, and we are also seeing that promises to partnership including the recent one between Tata Consultancy and Ameri Sports Services in Paris, and last enhancing exchanges between two countries. is a constant priority for France diplomacy. The main goal is to boost exchanges. Next is about saving the traditional varieties of seed. So how the conventional seeds is better than the new modern trees. So there should be a focus on the quality, not on the quantity. So the writers here telling about every farmer grows the same handful of crops, wheat, rice and few vegetables, while the thousands of traditional seeds varieties disappear. So this is not a distant future, it's happening now. So there are focuses on more on the quality, that how much in a very short time, how much the production will increase, not on the quality that it will develop. Even it is a conventional old traditional seeds varieties. Like for the centuries, India's needs for a traditional varieties have been backbone for a food security and a key compact for a country's rich culture heritage. So while new varieties has been held up promises yields, they have come cost with a greater dependence on chemical fertilizers. So structure of food system is like everyone when you know their benefits, why the traditional variety is disappearing. Like the truth is truth problem is not just the seed of traditional varieties, also creating the issues that make it hard if not possible. Like first is the issue that market demand and consumer preference. Of course, if we prefer more wheats other than jowar bajra, then the person will try to sell one day 2 days, but if the demand is not more, then one day he's not selling that thing. So there, if there is a demand is less, then supply will be less, so there is a vanishing of that product. And loss of traditional seeds, so it's also a favoring high yield traditional climate resilient grain, rice grain bread. And second issue is unlike that hybrid seeds are mass produced and sold commercially, traditional seeds rely on commodity exchange, local conservations. However, Indian lack well funded community seed bank to store and conserve this variety. Also there is not so much facility of traditional seeds to rely on also rely on community exchange, well funded, and need a banks to store and conserve these varieties. Third is that Indian this third point states that Indian agriculture policies have historically promoted high yielding varieties in a well-meaning attempt to prioritize food production, boost food security. However, this has adversely caused a trade-off terms in biodiversity, nutrition, and quality. While initiatives like Odisha Millet Mission have attempted this change, here the it's a Millet Mission have attempted this change, and most government subsidies and procurement program has slowed to catch up. Even the agriculture resource development focus more on increasing productivity of a few crops rather than focusing on conserving and improving genetic diversity. Conservation efforts is like challenges persist on the fight to save traditional seeds. Many organizations have been leading the way of conserving reviving. So it's a MSSRFF Tribal Biodiversity Center in Odisha. It's Odisha here. The recently a national consultations which brought together different stakeholders, foster discussion how to build climate resilient, sustainable, and for too long. So the government well funded easily. It's a reachable. Seed banks are critical. Governments must support establishment and network of regional conservations, and farmer will not grow the crop that cannot be sold. So the governments must create a support system for processing, marketing, and recognizing the climate resilient environmental nutrition. Ultimately, the battle for traditional crop and varieties will be won in kitchens. Awareness of campaign in branding the initiative should highlight the health and environmental benefits. So time for action is like India started a turning point. Rising cost of farming inputs, climate change, depleting soil of health, unhealthy food consumption make it clear that we cannot afford to rely on high yield crop varieties. And also the good news is that we don't need to choose food security and sustainability. By investing seeds of traditional crop varieties, India can create a sustainable food system that is not just productive but also resilient. So the time for peaceful solution is over, and national coordinated efforts for alliance between diverse states restore the it's a balance in our food system. Next is the that communism that is in the West Bengal. The political parties are fanning the riots in West Bengal of having exposed of deep political fault lines in festering communal divides. It's a communal divide in West Bengal, and Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee repeated the assurance that he would protect the minority interests, and that the act would not be implemented in the state. Have done little to implement it. Muslim community, and the violence will begin on April 8, continues to undebated proprietary order. Suspensions have been reported from the Jangipur subdivision of Murshidabad and other parts of state, and West Bengal has been simmering a communal caldron quite some time. So the BJP backed the communally charged Ram Navami procession across the state, and also the people have warned before and after doing the current flare up have been evident. So moving to the next is about, is will the Trump bring in recession? So how thinking about their own, and also now the greatest tariff, the greatest champion of free trade and the chief architect of globalization since middle 20th century. There is a stunning reversible rules. US President Donald Trump unleashed a carpet bombing the global trading system on April 2 day. That's a liberation day on which he imposed the tariffs on many countries, and it's now 125% China, and now he is imposing for a 90 days, so that there is a 2 decades until 24. And however, the president declared it that minimum imports henceforth carrying a minimum and 10% tariff, and imports from 60 countries with high level tariff, which is described as a reciprocal tariff. So these include tariffs of 20% on European Union. It's 20% on European Union, 27% on India. Vietnam, it's 46% on Vietnam. So tariff of 25% are imposed in February itself on Mexico and Canada. So the stock market has nosedived. The China has retaliated the returning each tariff 125% tariff. That's 125% tariff on import from US, and on April 9, President Trump reversed some of his decisions, announcing 90-day pause on a reciprocal tariff for most countries, while insisting that stiff tariff on China would immediate effect. So commodity has a price tag of $100 billion, and says Vietnam would have a cost 103 market. So this is a Make America Great Again. It's about China's gamble and India's options like Tariff King. It's referring to a 28 biggest chunk of India's export is sold to US, and therefore reduction in India's export earning tariff escalation. So here's the tariff on April 9. It's China 145. Canada 25, it's Mexico 25, and export GDP is 1933, 36.4, 44.0. Partner name is all countries export and imports is China 2062, like China it's 144, import 576, trade balances 40. So it was I don't know what is the misconception there, that it's, if you put any like a tax on the product that is already trading, and it is on imposing the tax on that, it is creating that is a trade deficit, not its tariff. So now it is imposing for 90 days. So he was so that therefore any reduction in India's export earning before tariff escalation has been, and same time exports have been complete share and impact. So linked initiative, production linked initiative has not been sufficient to revive this sector. So this is a trade with a major trading, and there is a trade balance. So with this higher per capita income, low tariff, US has been largest exporter market from goods from cars to computer, aiding the creation of manufacturing jobs. From now, imports is about 60 countries will have significantly higher level of tariff, which is being described as reciprocal tariff. The include tariff is 25%, EU 27%. President Trump called the tariff king, referring the mark increase in India since 2018. Next is moving to, so next is about the cooperative movement was almost dead before Modi government. So how the cooperative movement is added there. So addressing the state level cooperative conferences Bhopal, Mr. Shah said that government never considered a bolster for cooperative sector. On the occasion, in agreement, the National Dairy Development NDDB and Madhya Pradesh State Cooperative Federations enhance the milk production. So cooperative concepts come from in which article? Just tell me in comment section. So cooperative believes in that it is supported by the governments, and also it is for benefits for more than one people. If you want to like a profit at a one level, that it may be the private sector, then you just are aiming for own profit, and so government may be, but government may be not supported. But if you are in work in a cooperative team, like a mini it's already we know that that was cooperative made by MS Swaminathan cooperative during the greenfield laws, green revolution, white revolution. Many peoples are working on that cooperative section, where the more peoples are benefited, they get the more employment generations. So government believe in these things of supporting these things also. So here the it's a all the example is about this dairy federation, milk production in this state, and for years on. So it's said that movement gained it's a traction of 75 years of independence when Prime Minister Modi formed the cooperative strengthened to sector. Now, while in some places destroy, which could be changed and tweaked. So Madhya Pradesh has a lot of possibilities in agriculture, animal husbandry, cooperative field, and acknowledging it, Madhya Pradesh is the seeing the good governance now. The cooperatives were almost dead during Congressism, and they supported it a lot. So he was telling that. Moving to the next is about eighth one is about the urban consumer worried about the income level and homage to the martyrs. So the data is here, the spending more, earning less. So the March, while there's significant of urban about the job opportunities, many continue to pessimistic economic levels. The chart one shares the respondent who said that that employment opportunities have been increased to year in a March. It's increased in the year of a March. In March, 35.5% of the student, 35.5% of students responded to they have an employment scenario had improved compared to year ago. Chart 2 shows here share that chart 2 shows that their income level have increased compared to year ago, and only 23.8%, this 23.8% have claimed that their income level has increased compared to year ago, close to 12 percent points who said that steady movement. And chart 3 shows here the present share here, that decline in their income compared to the year ago across the survey month. Consistently higher proportion of rural respondent express pessimism counterparts, and chart 4 shows that the share of urban respondent who said commodity prices have been increased over past years. Chart 5 shows the share of urban, it's the share of urban and rural who had spending their increased compared to the previous year. And also the there is a in March 80% reported higher spending levels compared to year ago. So chart 4 and 5 indicate the rising prices which led to the higher spending. Chart 2 shows. So this suggests that many urban residents many struggling to make end meet despite retaining their jobs. So here it's homage to martyrs. So the incident that was very painful to us of about the Jallianwala Bagh in a memorial of Amritsar. So there is a police personnel paid tributing on Sunday. So Draupadi Murmu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi said the nation would forever remember the victim of 1919 massacre, Jallianwala Bagh massacre. So that's for today, covering all the important news related to the exams, and also the covering from the important aspect. We have covered all. So let's have a summary and ending this session. So starting with the thought of day and today's day. Front page covering about the CPF deployed in Murshidabad and Kerala's 6 to pending bills. Next is about the Kerala home temples sacred to all sections, and about the Baisakhi cheers. Fourth is about editorial, we cover about the French touch to Indian Olympic dream. Fifth, we cover about the editorial saving traditional varieties of seeds and communal cloudron. Sixth, we cover about the how it's led to the recession. Eighth, we have seen the charts about the urban consumers and economic levels. So thank you for today. Thank you. Stay connected, and tomorrow we'll meet with a new editorial. And maybe this content is not reaching to everyone. Maybe some people are just skip it or considering waste of time. So whatever it is, maybe you know, just you subscribe only to a channel if you like the content. It is not that. And if there is some changes that you as a viewer can suggest me, I will trying to add in it my thing, because I am also learning from the things that as a in this platform, that how we can learn to apply your mistakes and improving in a better way. So thank you for today. Tomorrow we'll meet with a new editorial. At editorial will be posted between 9 to 10 p.m. So stay connected about that. And if you like it, just give me a feedback suggestion. It's mean a lot to me. And stay updated by subscribing to my channel. So stay healthy, stay focused, and stay hydrated. Thank you.